Hi, welcome to Fluketronic. Up now we're going to do an unboxing video of my second Xiao. This is my first Xiao. I found used on the Irish Flute Store. It's by Jeffrey Ellis. It's in the key of D, as Westerners would call it, because the low note is in D. The middle note is G. That's how the Chinese would classify this. So after I tried the D from Ellis, I wanted to try the other common key, which is a step down, key of C or F as the Chinese would call it. So went looking around, and Jeffrey does sell them in that key, but they are rather pricey to try out just as a try and see if you like it. So I went looking for some other alternatives, and I found this. This is from a maker in China. They have an Etsy store called OrientalMusic. It's also called BambooGrove, I believe they have another web presence. But I ordered mine off of Etsy. This was only $43. Shipped from China. It took about 3 weeks to get here. They have a couple of different levels. They have one called the professional level, which is what I've got here, and they have another called the performer level, which is supposedly a wider bore, stronger sound. But on the BambooGrove website, they were talking about this one. The narrow bore is probably easier to learn for beginners, so that's the one I got. So let's see what we got. So it comes in a kind of vinyl carrying case here. A red felt bag. It's in 3 pieces, I can tell. Okay. Top piece, probably brass fittings, I believe. I'll give you a closer look at this. Okay, it's in 3 pieces. It's made of bamboo. Let's see. Yeah, so brass fittings. It's bound in, I'm not sure what that is, some kind of seems like some kind of tape material. It's not string. I don't think it's string. But it's bound. Bamboo is bound. There are some writings and etchings in Chinese. I have no idea what they say. And it does have the key stamped here in the middle section, key of F. All right, so let's see if we can get it put together. Slides on pretty easily. I might want to use some maybe some recorder grease or something. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm just going to put just a very thin coat, some old recorder cream. You could use beeswax or any other number of things here, but I'm just going to put a thin coat on the brass slides here, just to make sure it doesn't bind up. Okay, so the middle section here is the longest one. You can tell that's where the finger holes are. Top joint is just going to slide right on. And then the bottom joint has actually 6 holes, but these are not playing holes. These are just tuning holes. So I doubt it's critical orientation of those. Could be wrong. Okay. Yeah, so this is 8 finger holes, 7 front, one in the back, just like the Ellis. So let's go ahead and just compare outer look of these. So if I line up the mouthpieces, you can see basically the Ellis stops right at the end of that second joint. And yeah, so as far as the finger spread, obviously lower down on the C instrument. If I line up the finger holes, top hand is almost the same spacing, and the back hole would be the same spot. So the top hand is really about the same as far as the spacing. And if I line up the bottom hand, you can see it's spaced out just a little bit more on the C. So in hand, that's not uncomfortable at all. Just hand position seems really good. Okay, obviously the mouthpiece is going to be notched a little bit differently. This is a closed end. I think you can get these open-ended, but closed end are supposedly easier to play. Looks like the inside's been coated with some kind of red paint or lacquer. I'm not entirely sure. And I can't see in there to see if it goes all the way down. Although I can see red through the holes. So I don't know if that's some kind of just sealer on the bore. Probably. All right, let's see if I can get a sound out of it. All right, let's start with the F note. Wow, first try. Okay, right hand's going to take a little more work, but that left hand was just straight out of the box. Cool. So let's see, weight-wise, the bamboo is actually noticeably heavier. I don't have a scale in here, but it's noticeably heavier than the Douglas fir. Of course, it's got an entire extra joint on it. Which is noticeable. The balance of the compact Xiao, I should mention, that's is the compact version of the Ellis Xiao, which is no longer listed on his website. So all of his have the extra joint. At least they list on the website. Uh-oh, beginner's luck. Okay. Well, that's probably about enough for today. Obviously, I'm gonna need some practice to get used to this new flute, figure out the embouchure, figure out what I'm doing wrong with the bottom hand, and so forth. But as an experiment, this worked out great. I really just wanted to see, was this going to be ergonomically possible for me? And it definitely is. So we'll see. May have to start saving up for a wooden version. Thanks. We'll see you next time.